For our project, we volunteered at a bike race called the Challenge Tour Colorado, put on by a group called Adaptive Adventures, whose mission is to provide progressive outdoor sports opportunities to improve quality of life for children, adults, and veterans with physical disabilities and their families. Our mission as a team is to show our support and have a positive impact on the lives of those with physical disabilities. Our responsibility at Challenge Tour Colorado was to be the cleanup crew for the various aid and food stations at the race. This consisted of unloading cars, carrying boxes, and being of assistance wherever needed. When we performed a SWOT analysis, we determined that being the cleanup crew at this event didn't necessarily enable us to make personal connections and have the direct positive impact on lives the way that we were hoping to. So we added our own twist. After brainstorming ideas, we determined that bringing encouraging posters, our buddy Jax, who provided comfort and companionship, and some cookies to give out would help us achieve our mission statement. Because of this, we were able to have more of a direct impact on the lives of those with physical disabilities.
The first planning step of our team process was to get to know each person to help greater our group cohesiveness. Having similar values with each other made it really easy to bond and create a plan to come up with our goals. Different group roles we each played included coordinator, material manager, organizer, facilitator, team worker, and recorder. Hope played the role as the material and tech manager by formatting our audio and video recordings and making the posters for cheering on contestants. Ryan was the facilitator and team worker by transporting us to our event and making sure everyone stayed on task during meetings. Josh was our organizer and coordinator because he contacted Adaptive Adventures to set up our community service project. Trent was the recorder and assistant coordinator by helping planning meetings and taking videos and pictures at the event. Our main group norms were to make sure everyone has the chance to speak, make sure we speak respectfully to each other, and don't interrupt each other. We really pushed each other to be innovative and creative so that we would have a diverse group of ideas. Coming up with our norms on the first meeting nurtured our group cohesiveness. Having high group cohesiveness helped our project get done in a timely manner and helped us have a more effective form of communication.
We had to use non-program decision-making because we had no experience working with each other or with any of the possible charities, and so we had no routine for the process. We attempted to use the classical approach, but we were bounded by the risk of and lack of information on the weather and the fact that the event could be pushed past our due date. To avoid groupthink and satisficing, we each came up with a possible charity and weighed the pros and cons of each. Also, someone played devil's advocate to each charity to show the risks and downsides of each option before coming up with the best option.
Because we put an emphasis on basing the decisions we made on our group values, we were motivated by intrinsic rewards, which came simply from performing our tasks at the event. At the Challenge Tour, we were surrounded by role models. What I mean by this is our top value, family security, was being demonstrated all around us. We were in the middle of hundreds of families supporting and taking care of their loved ones. We also got the opportunity to make personal connections with those at the event and become closer with our group, which motivated us in that we all value friendship. And lastly, our value of ambition enabled us to aspire to have a positive impact and show our support in a creative way.
Our group didn't necessarily have one leader that took charge of our project. In fact, we used the leadership method called empowerment, which is giving all group members authority to make decisions, be responsible for their outcomes, improve the quality of the organization, and to cut costs. This style of leadership often increases workers' involvement, motivation, and commitment, and it helps ensure that they are working towards organizational goals. Our group could also be described as following the leader substitutes model, which suggests that leadership is sometimes unnecessary because substitutes for leadership are present.
Our group terminal values were family security, which is taking care of loved ones, and true friendship, or close companionship. Our instrumental value is ambition, or to be hardworking and aspiring. We made it a point to make decisions based on what we value as a group. All of the members of our group demonstrated personality traits like openness to experience, agreeableness, and extroversion. We showed openness to experience by taking the risk of looking for something unique, which we found outside of Boulder. We went to Lakewood, Colorado, where we tried something new and innovative. We represented our extroversion by going to an event where we planned to be sociable and outgoing, and hopefully to make some new friends. And lastly, our agreeableness led to high cohesiveness because we all got along so well. It was important that our group members demonstrated emotional intelligence, as understanding the feelings of those with physical disabilities is what enabled us to form interpersonal bonds with those at the event. Working with Adaptive Adventures has been a very impactful experience, and all of us are grateful for the opportunity.